Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Colleen Seed of Serendipity. Let me know if I'm glitchy because I found out it's my Wi Fi. It's not this background, it's my Wi Fi. So I'm just eating a little snack here. I know this is not very good, but I hope everybody's doing well today. I am. I worked for a couple hours today. That was good, very productive. So, let me get this set up here. So, excuse me. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Give me a thumbs up when you come in, please. I'm eating a little snack. Sorry to help me. Tide me over till I get done with my live. I had breakfast this morning. I skipped lunch because I go into work at noon. So I was starting to get a little hungry. So I got a little Pop-Tart I'm eating here. Sorry, I'll be done with it soon. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I am. I started crafting this morning, and it was time to go to work. So I came home from work and did a few little house chores, and then I crafted some more. Wasn't very much, but I got hi, whoever's watching. I got so yeah, I got a little household work done. Excuse me. And yeah, Cece isn't with me tonight. She had a date night with her fiance. So um so that's where she's at tonight. Hmm. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm watching myself on my TV. That's kind of weird. I love this background. I wish this was my house. Hi, welcome in, everybody. Thumbs up when you come in, please. Don't forget, next week I'm going live. It's going to be a special anniversary party. So y'all want to come over and step? It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't believe I've been on Facebook a year already. Or Facebook. Been on Facebook a little bit longer. YouTube. Yeah, it's like I said in my video. It's been a wild ride. It's awesome. I like it, and I keep coming up with more ideas, and I want to implement a few more on my channel. So get ready for a little bit different things on my channel. This background, it looks like my hair is moving. Okay, Holy, love you too. Yeah, I hope it was real glitchy last week, so I hope I think I'm away from further from my router. it came up StreamYard that if my if my video was glitchy or whatever, it might be I need to move closer to my router, but that ain't gonna happen. I was thinking about upgrading my StreamYard because I'm using the free services. And I was looking at different things, and it says that you can like upgrade it for just like a month or something. So I don't know. I have to see how my finances go. I wish this was my real living room. It's pretty. I like the fireplace. Love that. The entertainment center. Then you go into the library there, the nice archway. And over here is my baby grand piano that I don't know how to play. I know a couple songs. May have a special guest pretty soon. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, my Saturday was typical Saturday. It was really nice outside. I should have went and vacuumed my car, but I didn't. I took a couple of nice pictures of my car in the sun. It was the first time the sun shined here in a while. And my car wasn't dirty. I was gonna wash it too, but sorry. Um, we're supposed to get rain. Let me see. Monday. Um, I'll get my car washed and all polished and shined up in the springtime. The last couple had really, really cold weather or at night. And when I went into work this afternoon, it was a little noon, I they had salt all over our parking lot. Very generous with the salt. So I know it's supposed to get really cold last night, but it wasn't this morning or this afternoon when I went to work. So excuse me for just 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Um, so what's everybody having for dinner? What they have for dinner? What are they having? I have no idea what I'm having. Um, I'm kind of hungry for Chinese. That sounds really good. We have a food truck here. It's called, I think it's Little Tokyo or Tokyo. I know it's Tokyo. They're on the side. They're really good. And I'm glitching, aren't I? Yeah. I'll go for with this background for a little while. It shows me up here now. Last week it didn't, but it shows my Wi-Fi connection stable. I'm going to try this background for a little bit. Good on my screen. It looks good on my screen, but broadcasting doesn't look so good. All right, I'm done. Just a little Pop-Tart. So, did anybody see my tea dye video I made this week? Well, I made it last week, but I didn't get it edited and published till this week. So, is anybody interested in that kind of thing that's watching out there? I'm gonna get. All right, now I hope I'm not so glitchy. I don't know that it says I'm better now. It comes up when my connection is weak, and I don't know why that background would make it weak, but let me get centered here a little bit more. Be in the center since I don't have a guest tonight. All right. Yeah, so my tea dye, when I tea dye paper, I did that. And that was a long video, but there's a lot of steps to it, and I tried to explain it as best I could. So, yeah. Can everybody hear me all right? Is the sound coming through? Is anybody out there to hear me? Welcome in, everybody. Having a great Saturday. Hi, God's girl. How was your week? Really. It rained here. What day? Thursday or Friday? Not Friday. Ooh. Is that for Mardi Gras? A coconut king cake? Or am I thinking of something else? I missed Fat Tuesday. It usually comes up on some of my media stuff, but it didn't this week, so can you hear me all right, Gigi? Yes. I missed it this year. I don't know what. I don't know. I missed it this year. And then I went to Dollar Tree and I'm like, "Oh, Mardi Gras stuff." And I'm like, "Wait." I went when did I go to when I go to Mardi Gras. I've never been to Mardi Gras. There's a big party down there, I hear, and I've seen it on TV, and it's like, ooh. Um, I don't know. I went to Dollar Tree Wednesday or Thursday. I was going to make a video, and I got home late. I think it was Thursday. I got home late, and I didn't have time to make the video. It was a pretty decent haul. So I'm working on another journal, but I can't show it how I'm making it because it's a gift for somebody that might be watching. So I can't I can't show it. I can't show the making. I might have this person do a video after they receive it. I sold 2 journals. One, I think I told you, one was to my manager, um, that she was filling in until they hired my helper. And then Miss Chocolate, Candy Ellis, sent me the money, and I sent hers off today or other day, and she received it Friday, and she was very happy. So yeah, I can't. I got to make some more, and I don't know if I'm going to go on Etsy or not because they take quite a bit. I heard they take quite a bit of a percentage, and I understand that you're using their website and everything, but I want to make money, and I know I'll make money, but I don't want to overcharge, and so I got to get busy and make some more of those the manila envelopes journals. They were really fun to make. Thanks, Gigi. Um, hey, Wolf. Love and blessings to you too. How you doing? How was your week? How's your Saturday going? So yeah, I want to make more of those manila envelopes. Plenty of them, and I got white ones that'll be neat. they're always throwing them away. They're not as heavy as the yellow ones, but they're always throwing away these white ones at work. And I got an idea because they open up let me see. Just pretend this is a manila envelope. They open up the top at top, or this is a manila envelope, and they open up like the normal ones would open up at the top, and these white ones open up at the side, I guess you would say. They're just turned around, just a little bit different, but I kind of got in my head what I want to do with the white ones. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I I need to start one of those, and I got mine's going good. I worked for a couple hours today. My weekend's going good. I worked for a couple hours today, and that was very productive. I got another floor scrubbed, and it's a floor I have to scrub once a month. So I hadn't did it this month yet. So I'm like, oh, when is the last day is Tuesday. February will be no more Wednesday. So I thought I better get it done. So got that floor scrubbed, and that wasn't nothing like the bathrooms or like those other floors that I had to scrub. So yeah, I'm used to scrubbing that floor once a month. It's like um, it's not laminate floor, but it's just like stuff that they lay down, and it's really different. And I never worked with that kind of floor before, and my boss told me every time I scrub it, I'm taking a layer of that off, and it's white, and it's in a busy part of the clinic, and it just, I mean, a couple weeks after I've done it, you won't be able to tell that I've done it. So it's really hard to keep clean, and I mop it every night, but that's with it being a white floor and it doesn't have like any finish on it. It's just that type of floor. And I wish they would have put tile like they did the rest of the floors. I don't know. They said when they did that part of the building, they were running out of money. And I guess it was the last part of the building, and they just put that rolled stuff down and called it good. And I'm like, that was weird. In the room that it's in, it's especially, I mean, there's people in and out of there every day. And well, it's the lab part of the medical building that I work in, so it's busy almost every day. And if people have black soles on their shoes, and if they're elderly and they can't walk or whatever, it leaves a mark on the floor, and I can't mop it up. It has to be scrubbed. And this one guy, the floor guy, came, and I said, hey, how do I get these black marks up? I can't. And he used this really, really harsh pad, and it's like for stripping. And I'm like, no. And he left it, and the marks were in there till I scrubbed it again. So that wasn't the answer. I don't know. I don't know what made him do that. But they did get the marks up, but they left scratches. And then when people walk over with their dirty shoes, that just picks up that much, that dirt, and it like emphasizes it. So I don't know why. And he gave me some to use. Yeah, telling them that, Gigi. I'm not even, that's really not my place to tell them, but that floor's a mess. I just take it with a grain of salt and look at it every night and say, oh. But I do my part. I keep it mopped every night. It's everything like I'm supposed to. So, and I scrub it once a month, and after I scrub it, it looks so good. And then I put mats down on probably 3/4 of the floor. I'm like, why'd I even scrub it? But because I got to pick the mats up. They're those nice cushy ones because the girls always stand there. They don't have too much time to sit down. They do have a little bit of time to sit down, but I pick those mats up and look at the floor, and then I scrub it. I'm like, oh man, this looks so nice. And so yeah. Hey everybody, welcome in. Say hi when you come in, please. I'm showing I got 5 people in here and only 2's talking to me, so say hi. Even if you just stay for 10-15 minutes. I think they say 15 minutes will get me the watch hours. I think. I'm not for sure. My youngest daughter's home tonight. That's something different. My Courtney has a date night with her fiance, so that's why she isn't here tonight. But next Saturday, everybody come back for my yeah, away from the bushes, guys. I see you in there. I see you lurking. Come for my anniversary party. It's going to be awesome. I can't believe I've been on YouTube a year. So let's see, what else can I talk about? I tea-dyed a bunch of papers this week. I think Cece will. Henry is with his. Okay, Gigi, that sounds good. Henry is with his dad. He'll be back Wednesday. So yeah, I think Courtney and I we're gonna go get him Wednesday, I think. So thanks, G. I think it is too. I those 3 journals, and I didn't. I was like, oh my, and I went to make another, and I had enough for that, and then I started on another. So I got 2 in the works, and I'm like, I'm running low on paper, so I tea-dyed a bunch of paper. I would show you, it's right over here, but I'm on my laptop and it's kind of hard to. I even I tried to tea-dye some junk, some window envelopes. Really not necessarily. I've turned this one inside out. I know, I do too. I get aggravated when he's here. Of course, he's 4 years old, and I always got to tell myself, Colleen, he's 4. He's not gonna listen or do everything you want him to do. And then when he's gone, it's like, I miss him. So yeah, these envelopes with the windows in them, I saved quite a few of those and all different kinds. So I tried to tea-dye some of them, and one came out all right, but then it ripped. I was taking it off the pan and it ripped. I should have put something. So I'm going to do something with it though, but that's really neat. I turned it, that's the inside of it, like the security part. That's really neat. So, and it's got this little flap on it. So I'm going to do something with that. And then the other one was this one. But I should have thought, and it's in water. You're supposed to put it in water like overnight, and yeah, the window slid out of this one, and it tore too. But I'm gonna make something neat out of this. I got some. It's heavier than the window stuff that they use in here. It's clear, and I got a bunch of it. So and I just covered this with that stuff from the inside of an envelope. And then I got this one. and it survived. And when I baked it in the oven, and I only bake it at 200, so it's not, I mean, it's warm, but the window melted. So, tea dye in my envelopes, my uh, windowed envelopes was a fail. I mean, I'll use these. I can use them in different stuff, but yeah, I'll do something. Gigi, I'll put something in here and put something. This will be a piece of paper, and I'll put something in these windows. So let me see if I can get my ephemera and see if I got any. I'll show you what I've done with some of the. Well, I can't show it, Wolf, because it's well, I can. I don't know. I'll work something out. Um, yeah, I see if I can find. I got this thing. It's from the Dollar Tree. Hey, Lady Z, welcome in. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Give me a thumbs up when you come in, please. Yeah, so let me see if I had to dig down in this thing. I need to categorize this, and let me see. There's one. There's another one. I want to see if I got these. Here's one. I think I only got one or two left. This is what. Oh, here's another one. Okay. This is what I did with one of the windowed envelopes. Oh, let me get it right. See, it says specimen and then number 8. And then I can put it down, and this is a pulled tab, like for, I don't know, just a bookmark or something. And then I made this other one. This is a big, the whole thing was a envelope. The whole big thing was all this is windowed. So I've split that and made specimen number 109. That's specimen 110. So that's what I did with some of them. And some of the windowed envelopes, what I do with that one now. I had a couple here. Oh, yeah, this is another thing I made with the windowed envelope. There's a window there. I just put it, what I had picked out, I just put it back. And these, I turned the envelopes inside out, or that security stuff. And then you can put something in there. This is just an example. It's not cooperating with me. It's kind of stiff. I made it sturdier, and now it won't open. I'm glad you're here, Brandon. Don't forget to come back next Saturday. I'm having my 1-year anniversary party. This is being difficult. It's not opening. Okay, now I got it. You get the idea when you put something in there and it shows through the window. This is too big, but I'm just doing an example. So that's neat. And then I made one with what I do here. Doo-doo. Oh, I just made a little with the two envelopes or the two windows envelopes, the two windows. And you could put something and thank you, Wolf. You could put something in there to make it show through both windows. It could even be a pretty flowered, something flowers on it or whatever. I made this one. I'll show you too. It's a little envelope. I made another one. I turned it inside out and then I decorated with some stickers. And then this enjoy, it comes out. I think it's stuck on something. Yeah. And then you could use this for a bookmark or like I always like to put it under the line I'm reading, you know, and these are just little punches that I punched out. I just kind of collaged it together and put enjoy on there and there you go. Let me do this setting for a minute. Oh. So yeah, there's just a couple. I was looking because I got so many. Here's another one. This is more like a Christmas theme. I put that paper behind there because you want to. Oh, I guess I put it. Okay. So when you put something in this envelope, you won't be able to see. You'll just see this. That'd be in a Christmas journal maybe. And you cover up the addresses or whatever, the UPS codes or whatever's on the USPS codes. Just cover those with paper and I put those little stickers on there. And just something different. Something extra to go in your journals. That's what this, oh, and I did this. I don't know. I did something with the other part of the envelope. And so I was just left with this part. And I kind of fooled around with that this week. And I put that perfume bottle on there and the little flowers in the corner. And I'm going to put that like in a journal. And then this is just an example. I'm going to put something like this. If I didn't, I glued it. That's all right. I'm going to have to glue that back. The window was flopping around and I wanted like, you know, a casing thing. So you can slip something like that in there. Or something pretty to see through that window. Yeah, so that's some of my stuff. I did a video on that and I got to get some more stuff. I'm kind of working on a couple things to get more. It's called ephemera, just the stuff yeah, those Christmas colors are pretty. Just the different little things and that you put in the journal to make. Oops, I left one out. Excuse me. Oh, I got some real neat things at Dollar Tree. I was excited. I'm like, oh, I can get those. I was trying to limit myself to, sorry about that. I was trying to limit myself to the stuff I bought. And I hadn't been to Dollar Tree for a while. And the last time I think, or the time before, I went with Henry and he was ready to go. By the time he figured out his toys, he was ready to go. So I found these. They're like a gold color, the binder clips. and there's 8 of them in there. And then I found these. These are really, that's how they're, these are real pretty, really, it'll be cute in the room. They're so expensive online. Like I um, went to Amazon and stuff, and they're expensive. So I thought $1.25. And these, I love these little heart shapes. So those are going to be, they'll probably, I'm like, no, Colleen, wait. And I'm like, nope, if I wait, they won't be there when I come back. So I hope this is something that they keep in stock, even if they made different colored ones. That would be, I think it would be a good seller. I would buy them. Oh, I was watching one of, well, actually, I watched 2 junk journal videos today, but one I was watching this Natasha. She's from, her YouTube channel is Treasure Books, and she was making a journal. And what was I going to say about her? Oh, she made, oh my gosh, she made out of a cardboard box. Just a piece of cardboard that she got. She said it came in bedding, like twin sheet. You know, you get that cardboard in twin sheets when you buy new sheets. And I'm like, it looked like a legitimate book. I thought it was like an old book cover. And no, it was a piece of cardboard. It was awesome how she made it look. So that's something I want to try in the near future. Yeah, and she's amazing. Um, what else did she make? Um, and it was like, wow. I mean, I don't think she works outside the home. I think her husband does. And so I know she has kids, so she don't have all day to tinker around with junk journal, but she don't have a job to go to. So um, someday I'll be there. I'll be within retirement age here in 5 or 6 years. And I hope to retire early, get my business going, get my junk journal business going so I can retire early. But I don't know. Um, that's my dream. And I got to keep speaking it so it will come true and I can make it happen. I just have to keep busy and manage my time a little bit more. I'm not a very good time manager. Um, I've never been good at managing. Now at work, I don't have a problem. When I first started this job that I had a little bit of trouble, you know, like, and my boss that trained me, he said, "Now you have to be done with these at a certain amount of time," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "There's no way." Now, I mean, I meet that every night, and if I'm over, I yes, yes, ZZ, I know. Thank you for that. I need to. Yes, I need to do that. And yeah, so my time management, it's good at work, but like at home, I mean, I'm pretty good at like figuring stuff out. Because one time, I guess is when I went to Dollar Tree the other day. I'm like, okay, you leave at this time, and I was just giving myself a time, you know, at Dollar Tree. And then I got home, and when I got home, I kind of had to rush to get ready for work. But something else happened that day that it was kind of unexpected, and maybe I need to make myself a journal and write down my time management and that, you know, and just leave myself like an hour or 2 hours that hey, this could happen, or hey. So, and I think that would be out the window when I have Henry, because I'll have him the next week. I'll have him Thursday starting up again. So yeah, it's unpredictable with a 4-year-old. So soon to be 5. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Henry's going to be 5 in March. Yep, March 9th is his birthday, and my middle is going to be 22 March 12th. And then my baby girl, Caitlin, will be 20 April 10th. So, yeah, no more teenagers. I won't have any more teenagers. Yay! No, my middle daughter kind of gave me a run for my money. But my other I was just reading ZZ's. When it comes to doing for self, you have to be disciplined. The same way when we get up and go to these jobs, we need to start taking our endeavors seriously in the same way. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if I retire when I'm 62, I have 5 more years. And my mom was the last time I really sat down and talked to her, she was begging me not to retire when I'm 62, because she said you take a big cut. And I got a plan on the back burner, and like ZZ said, I need to get that plan going, um, because 5 years is going to be here before I know it. And if I go till I'm 65, I have 8 more years. So I don't know. I'm just tired. I worked all my life. I worked before I was 16. I was babysitting, and I had a paper route. Uh, and then I turned 16. Well, yeah, I got a job before and after school, custodial work. And then in the summertime, I helped clean our grade school and our high school. And then I got into detasseling, and ooh, that was hard work. And I did that for 4 years. And my next year, if I would have did it next year, I could have been a crew boss. But I got another better paying job, and well, detasseling was good money. It wasn't the pay; it was really hard work, and it was seasonal. It was like for 4 or 5 weeks in the summer. So you worked really hard and made good money, and I saved my money, and that's how I bought my first car. And and then I got a job over here in Lincoln. I was living in a smaller town about 20 miles away, and did that for about, I don't know, a couple years, and kind of stayed in that line of work for quite a while until I got back into cleaning. And I was at my cleaning job for 17 years. And then I got this job. It's still cleaning too. I'm a supervisor at my job now, and I'll be doing that till I retire. Hopefully, it'll be 5 years. Hey, Billy, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Sorry, I keep adjusting my pillow on my chair. Um, if I don't have a pillow, I'm not high enough. Seem like I'm cutting off my head. So hopefully 5 more years, and then I'll kick it into high gear with my journals. I'm still wanting to. I'll still make journals for 5 years, and even if I don't retire in 5 years, I'll make them for. I'm going to make them until I can't make them anymore. I'm kind of getting arthritis in my hands, but it doesn't really bother me. Doing my junk journals now. My work that I get paid for, it bothers me every once in a while, and I really notice it when it gets really cold outside. In the summertime, in the springtime, I'm good, but when it gets really cold outside, that's when it bugs me. And my cousin has the same thing, and he said, "Oh yeah, people say, oh, put ice on it." And he said that sends me through the roof. And I said, "Yeah, one time I was washing my hands, it was really warm water, and I'm like, oh man, that feels really good." I think I haven't been formally diagnosed, but I got arthritis like here and here, both hands. And I asked a doctor there where I work, and he said that's really common for women to get that. And he said his mom had it in her hands, but she was a postal worker putting letters in mailboxes. So yeah, her hands a little bit mopping, and sweeping, and vacuuming. So um, Billy, I've been watching your videos. I don't know. Sometimes I forget to comment on them, but your what was your journal that I watched the other day? It was really, really pretty. Someday I'm going to make one like that. That's going to be all lace and flowers, and it was really pretty. I'm not a lacy, flowery girl, but I do want to make a journal like that one day. I want to make a Victorian style one, and I got the I was getting something. Sorry, something on my computer. I've got the ladies, and I got all the paper and stuff. Um, yes, your vintage love journal. That was beautiful. I love that. Um, yeah, I got all the ladies and everything. In fact, I gotta look those up. I'm working on two journals now. I can show you one. Um, I had dinner with my middle daughter yesterday, and we had a little time to talk because it's the next town over. It's about 15 miles from here. And she said that she liked the journal that I made for my youngest daughter. I'm like, "You don't like the journal I made for you?" And she goes, "Yeah, but I made my youngest daughter a gift bag one. It was a smaller one because she said she didn't want one at all." And I said, "I'm going to make her one. You know, um, it'll be a memory for her. It'll say, you know." And she goes, "Oh, I don't know what to write in it, Mom." And I said, "Just write down your thoughts, you know." I said, "Sometimes, if you get mad or whatever, just write it down, and then you go back and, oh, I was really mad that day, and I got upset, and oh, and I did this, and that put me in a better mood or whatever." So she said she's written in it a couple times. She kind of suffers. She's getting better though with depression and anxiety, and I think going out in the workforce kind of helped her with her anxiety. And so yeah, it was a little, and I did a video on it. It was a little gift bag with the handles, and I just left the handles on it. And this is another one. I thought this was really neat. This is a pink one and blue, and this is the light pink, and this is a darker pink down here, and you can see where the handles were in that. And hey, gamer bro, welcome in. Yeah, that's what I told. I used to write all the time, and I got notebooks. I didn't have a journal, And I had a diary too, but I would, just write my feelings down. And then one time I started a prayer journal, and well, our pastor challenged us. Hi, Nana. Um, to He said, just write down 10 people that you want to pray for. And oh, that is a really good idea. Put that up there. She said, create a vision board and put it on your wall or in your room, where you can see it and look at it and put everything to happen in your life and watch what happens. That's a very awesome idea. That is great. Yeah, so I got this one. It's a little bit taller than what a normal journal is, and I think I measured it, but it's 10 inches. So not your average 810 or 8.5 by 11 paper would fit in here, but I've got it started, and I think I'll have to do now. The signature's already in here, so all I have to do is sew that in and decorate it, and this will be good to go. This will be up for sale soon. I got to get on that, and I'm working on another one that's going to be a gift for somebody. I can't show that because the person that it's for might see it. So, how'd your week go, ZZ? How'd your Saturday go? We had really nice weather here today. I think the high was 40 or yeah, it was 41 here today. It was really nice. I came out of work and it was kind of cloudy, overcast when I went into work, and I just worked 2 hours and I came out, and virtual hugs to you, Nana. And I came out and I was like, wow, it's really here. And I'm like, I should go vacuum my car. And I didn't, because I didn't have any cash. And I don't think they take debit cards at the car wash. Some of them do, but not our little car wash here. So I thought, oh, when I get down there, it'll probably be a madhouse because it's nice. And then I just got a new vacuum for my house. And I'm like, well, I could use that. And I'm like, nope, not all the rocks and everything that gets cars. So yeah, I'm gonna do that some when it warms up permanently, when it warms up for more than just 1 or 2 days, and then it rains again. Now we're supposed to get rain again Mondays. It's supposed to be 54 tomorrow. I might get it done tomorrow. I don't know. I usually don't do much on the Lord's Day. I get that after my dad. He, work Monday through Saturday if you have to, and then nothing on Sunday. Usually, if we did, it was very rare. But he always observed Sunday as the Lord's Day, and that's a day of rest. And I kind of follow through with that. Ooh, spaghetti. That sounds good, ZZ. Yes, I do sell my journals, ZZ. I'll be right back, everybody. I'll be right back. I'm back. Well, ZZ, I'll tell you. You can email me and my hey Keisha, welcome in. How you doing? How's your Saturday? Um, my email address is in my page on YouTube, and right now this is the only journal I have for sale. So that was my pretty red nil envelope I made. So it's not showing up. This is a pretty dark green, I guess because of the green background. So I'm good, Keisha. Thanks. So yeah, right now this is the only journal I have for sale. I'm going to get busy and make some more because I sold my first two right off the bat. So I just sent my last one sold out this week, and she got it yesterday, and she was really pleased with it. So yeah, just email me, ZZ, and we'll go back and forth. And thank you, Nana. We'll work out details there if that's all right. I'm gonna try to get. I think I'm just gonna start selling them on Facebook, just my local Facebook marketplace, because I'm too cheap to put them on Etsy or whatever. I know I'd probably do a lot more on Etsy, but I think they take a lot out on Etsy. I don't know. This one lady I follow, Billy, I don't know if you know her or not. You probably do. It's Pam from the Paper Outpost. The Paper Outpost is her channel. And somebody was she has a craft chat every Friday, and she like does a little something to put in the hi, the Whole Knitter. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. It's on my YouTube page. It's on the about. You go to the where it says like underneath my picture and stuff, and it says home and videos and lives and all that. It says community, and then at the end it says about. Click on there, and my email address is in there. It's CJCWEENER. Let me put it in the chat instead of. I'll just put it in the chat. I don't mind. So yeah, Pam from the Paper Outpost was discussing other day and they said like you send in questions and she'll answer a few questions on her live or in her video, and she said, Pam, how much did you sell your first journal for? And she said $95. I was like, wow. So the ones that I sold, I think I undersold them, but it was my first two, so live and learn. And there was a lady at my work, and hey, Alvin, how you doing? Welcome in. Long time no see, buddy. Yeah, there was a lady at work. Oh, you're welcome, ZZ. Oh, yeah, they will, Billy. Advertise it. Or if you're just doing a pop-up live, that's fine too. But yeah, oh, people will come. I'm sure, Billy. I'm sure people will come to your live. So, oh, this lady, she does massages, so she's only there a couple nights a week, and she's usually late night. And um, yay! Congratulations, Alvin. I knew that you were. I heard that you were. Congratulations. Um, so yeah, she was telling me, she was showing me this lady, this picture of this journal this lady made, and she goes, it was like the back and the front, Colleen, and she had a binder in the middle, and then she said she only had like 2 pages, and I'm like, and she said she wanted $75 for it, and I was like, she must have had a lot of vintage stuff in there, and it looked, she goes, it was too dark for me. It looked kind of like gothic, but she used like really dark purples, and there was like darker fall colors. And when she told me there was like a front and a back and only 2 pages, and she wanted $75 for it, I'm like, ee. And so she told me, she goes, Colleen, you have a business. You need to get somewhere and sell your journals. And we have a little shop. It's not uptown. It's like on the way to uptown. And I just saw on Facebook the other day, she's been here for 5 years, and I haven't been in her shop. And she told me to go and see if she would if I could put my journals in the shop. But um, that's awesome, Alvin. So so yeah, she said, go talk to that lady and see if she'll let you sell your journals there. But something like that, I think I would have to have, I don't know, like a rotation of journals. Like I'd have to have 10 on hand or whatever. And if, I sold one, put another one out, or, one day I might sell 5, and I'm like, I'd have to put more out there. I think that would be just like myself having a shop, myself. And I just don't, because like I said, I watch my grandson 2 weeks out each month, and I still work full time at nights, so that kind of limits my time on how much time I can spend doing my journals. And like we were talking before, I need to manage my time a little bit better, but I just, that's a lot. That's a lot to put out, that many journals. And I think I just right now just like to kind of set my own pace. And um, I really don't want to do specialty journals. I mean, I would take a order for a special journal and say, hey, I want, Alice in Wonderland, or, whatever, like a themed journal. But just, um, I am, Nana. I am. So yeah, but just to make like something and put it out there, and to do that, I like a certain theme, because it's really iffy. You have to have your right audience to have that. And I don't want to make something for somebody and they say, oh, I don't like that, like to customize a journal. Oh, I don't like that. And then here I am stuck. I might be stuck with this customized journal. You never know. And around here, nobody knows what junk journals are. What's a junk journal? What's that? What's that? In fact, my friend that I worked with, she has no interest in them. And I told her to watch they have shred bins at our work, and they're always throwing away envelopes, and it just has a few words on it. I was like, I can use those, like the big manila envelopes. That's where I got them at work. I got them out of the shred bins, and this one it had writing on the back of it, so I covered it up with that pretty paper. And I was like, nobody's going to see that because it's all glued, and to see it, you'd have to tear this journal apart, and I hope nobody would do that. So, yeah, I'm not going to, because that's a HIPAA violation or whatever. I'm not going to put their names out there or whatever. But this one doctor, he's a specialist. He comes in every week, and every week he throws those envelopes away. So I make it a point to look in the trash can or the shred, and I'm like, oh, and I found one the other day. So yeah, that's where I get a lot of my stuff. They're so wasteful at my work. And I mean, I understand why they're thrown away, but I should ask them to save more. But I don't. I was looking at these one time. They threw a whole bunch of papers away, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I almost had a heart attack. Well, this cream colored paper, you don't see this paper all the time. It's just a cream colored paper. It don't show up. And I'm like, oh, I could use that. I could use that in my journals. And it has the name here, but and it had something else on the, so you can tell I tore that. And then, like I said, it has the name on the bottom here, but I can cut that off or I can tear it off and do whatever. But look, I bet there's 100 pieces of paper that, no, maybe 50. But they're half sheets, but I can definitely use those in journals. Yeah, it does. It does, Nana. It does help me out a lot. These were booklets. I remember now. I see the staple indents in them. See where the staples were? And you just throw them all away. They threw them in the shred, and I'm like, nope, those aren't going to the shred. And I tore them apart and threw away or put them back in the shred, the ones that I didn't want. But yeah, I got all these. And a lot of my stuff too, I got a lot of stuff at thrift shops. I got a whole sack right down here of different cool paper I got at thrift shops. And there's one I went to. I want to go back to it sometime. They had nothing but like cards and just old greeting cards, and that was right up my alley. I think me and my daughter spent about an hour in that store. And it was like, wow, I could spend another hour in here, but I'm like, I gotta quit. I gotta quit. But I only spent, I don't know, I think it was under $20, right at $20, over a little bit over $20, a little bit under $20. And I had a big old sack. It was a big old gift sack full. So, and then this one other thrift shop I went to, they had like whole boxes of stuff, like manila folders, your file folders. They had boxes and boxes of that. And I was like, if I had the storage, I would have bought a bunch more of that stuff, but I gotta limit. I've gotta limit myself now. I can't go hog wild in those places. I got several videos on my channel, Nana. Go over there and check them out. I just did a tea dye video. You start with this paper, the regular notebook paper, white, and then I tea dyed it, and that's how it ends up. I don't know, the color isn't very good. I don't know if you can see it, but just a dark brown color. Excuse me. That's, some people think it's tedious, and it is, but to me it's kind of relaxing, and it's a process because you can see, I don't know if you can see the difference. This is a little bit darker brown, and that's in your first tea dyeing. And then you can do like you can dye your paper in the same tea like 3 times. That's how I learned it. And then after the third day, because you're supposed to let these soak for an hour overnight. Some people say, oh, doesn't that disintegrate the paper? Nope. You can see, I mean, it has that crinkly sound. Some people don't like that, but I love it. But and I watched a video a lady did. She coffee dyed, and she did it with instant coffee, and all she did was dipped it and took it right back out. Thank you, Wolf. So yeah, I'm going to try that instant coffee. I'll have to go back and watch her. I can't remember. I'll find it. But sorry, I keep adjusting. I'm sitting on a couple blankets and a pillow. I just wanted to sit up a little bit higher. I got a like a, I guess it's a stool. I want to say a bar stool, but it's not a bar stool. And when Cece sits in it, she's higher than me, so I put a couple pillows in my office chair. And so I keep sliding. Well, I got my work pants on, and they're polyester, so I guess I should have put jeans on, but my work pants they're scrub pants. They're so comfortable. Okay, I think I watched that, Billy. I'm not for sure. Yeah, this tea dye process that I use, it's kind of it's lengthy, because like you just boil the tea like you're gonna like you're making regular iced tea, and then you're supposed to soak your papers overnight, and then the next day take them out. And then the lady that I watched, Natasha from Treasure Brooks, she laid them out on like her floor. She showed her dining room table, and I'm like, I don't have that much room. So I went and I watched this guy. He was from the UK, and he did it in his oven. So that's how I dry my papers. It's 200, 5 minutes on one side, flip them over, and 5 minutes on the other side, and they're done. But then you get that much done, and then you can soak more papers, and you have to do it overnight. Like I would do it like on a weekend, like start like a Friday night, but I always work at nights. But yeah, that's what I did a couple days. And to dry all those papers, you got to set time aside to dry all those papers. And you just keep doing it 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes again. It has a little bit of difference, Nana. I've seen videos on it, but not like I think my tea dyes are a little bit darker than a coffee dyed. And I think you can use more coffee or less coffee, if you. Hi Mark, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy Saturday. I think you can use different strengths of coffee or whatever. The lady that I watched, she used like it was just instant coffee, and she, warmed up her water, heated up her water, and just put like 3 heaping like tablespoons in. It was, a regular, not a regular spoon, but like a big soup spoon, and she put that in and stirred it up till it dissolves. And like I said, she put her papers in, and then she pulled it out. And she lived out in Arizona, and she just put her papers outside to dry for a couple hours. I'm like, well, I can't do that here. I live in central Illinois right now. The weather, like I said, today it was 41, but it took forever. The papers but I do them in my big oven, and I have a toaster oven, and I don't mind. I don't mind it at all that it takes. I mean, like I said, it's a process. It takes a while to dry them, but after like the third batch, I'm like, I'm done, because you do it the first night, and then you dry those papers. Then you put more papers in, and you dry those. Then you put more papers in. You can do it 3 times. After the third time, there's a way that you can save that. I've heard ladies, and this one that I watched, she put it in a big jar and put something in there and put it in her refrigerator, and she could use it again. I'm like, that's really good, because I dumped down a lot of tea, but it was just the cost of the tea bags in my water. My water is basically, it's not free. I pay for it, but I don't have a separate. That's a good idea. See, I'm not a coffee drinker. I love the smell of tea. That's a good idea, Billy. Um, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I mean, I'm not up. I'm not. Uh, I'll show you what I do. Also, do the tea bags. I saved like 10 of them. I just got the tea out of these today, and this is just a tea bag, a used tea bag. I dried them out. I put them out on the. Now I did dry them in the oven, and I had the tea in them. These are, you can see they're like this. They're folded, and then they're like that. And that was my cheapo tea bag. And there's tea in both sides of these. So I just dried it out, and I took the dried tea out today, and I'll show you what I'll do with these. This is just an example. Um, I got these little playing cards, and you put this over to make it look aged, and you can still see that it's, well, after it's glued on there. You can still see it. It's the ace of spades, but look how old that looks. And that's just your leftover tea bag, your paper from your tea. And I seen on Amazon you can buy these. I mean, to put your loose leaf tea in them. So yeah, I learned that from, I think, Pam from the Paper Outpost. My favorite tea is probably peach tea. Now, I drink regular tea, just regular old tea. This was black tea from Walmart. I got that too. I put let me see, let me get one that's open. I know I opened some. That was just the envelopes, and I tea dyed that too. And see, you could use these you could cover up the black tea. Now it's sealed shut. I'm just going to take my letter opener and see if I can. Yeah, the moisture sealed it shut. I should have. I'll be able to get that or not. I'm just trying to open this shut. Anyway, you could use that as a little pocket, glue that to a piece of paper. Glue that to a piece of paper and cover that with a sticker or something, or make a cluster. And a cluster is just layered paper or fabric or however you want to make your cluster, and then use that as a little pocket, tuck something down in there as a pocket. I'll work with that and I'll get it open. But yeah, I dyed these. I dyed the envelopes to the tea, and I don't. I mean, I will drink that tea, but I just got that at Walmart because it was cheap. I knew I was gonna not waste it, but basically, when I get done with it, I just throw it away. And then I opened some of the. This is just an open the envelope, and I'll do something with that. It just gives it a really neat effect. You can see the tea where it was folded, and it's just a neat process I like to do. I seen them do this also to make something look aged. Your old patterns, it's like tissue paper, and it's really see-through like this is, and they use that to make stuff look aged. Have you seen that, Billy? Or have you done that? It's your old pattern paper. And I was so excited. I went to a thrift store and I bought a pattern. I couldn't wait to get home to open it up. And I opened the pattern up and it was green. The paper was green instead of the tan color that. And I was so disappointed because I'd seen a couple ladies do that with your old pattern paper. But I guess live and learn, open your pattern before you buy it. But yeah, so I'll still use it. I'll make it look, green. That could be grungy or whatever. I can make a grungy something. I'll use it. But I was like, it's green. It's not tan. It's green. I was so disappointed. I got a recycled, they threw a 1, 2, 3, 4, an 8 shelf, like you put papers in it. And it was pretty well, it's cardboard. So they put 2 heavy papers in it. So I bought it home and I set it up and I put my tea-dyed papers in it and stuff. And I set it up like it's supposed to go. And I'm like, why couldn't I turn that up? And so instead of horizontal, I think this is horizontal. Yeah. I've set it up vertically, so I just tuck my papers in there. And there's only one paper that this is like really heavy cardstock, and look what it's doing to that. Because I got it sitting up like this. It's kind of warping, but I usually fold this, and if I need this flat, look how that's how it's doing, because it's a heavier cardstock, really thick. So if I need to flatten it out, I just put it on under a big old thick book or a couple thick book, heavy books, and flatten it out. It'll flatten out overnight. But yeah, that's the only paper that is affecting it. So I'm pretty well set on tea-dyed paper for a while. I'll do it again someday, but yeah, I just did a video this week, and that's good, Billy. Yeah, I like to get more, but like I said, mine it's a process, and you have to take like a weekend to do, you know, your bat. I need to do like a Friday night and then do it on a Saturday when I'm off, and then you have to let them soak again overnight, and that would be a Sunday, and then you'd have to do it like I do it 3 times. So maybe one of these weekends I'll have a long weekend. I'll have Friday or I'll have a Monday off and I'll do it again, because I mean, the basics of it, the basis of it is it's simple. It's just you gotta let it soak, let it soak, let it soak. Some of the papers you gotta be really careful when you're taking them out because it is, you soak your paper in water overnight. Like these envelopes, they tore, but they tore when I put them. I put them on a cookie sheet, which was a big mistake because the cookie sheet had something on it, and I have those little square uh, aluminum foil sheets from Dollar Tree, and I just put those down. And if you don't put those sheets down or aluminum foil, here's a paper I didn't put anything down. I just put it right on my stove. See the marks that's from my racks in my stove. And then on my I don't know if I got any on my toaster oven. I did that too. And yeah, you will get lines. I wonder if you can see. Look at how pretty this is. You can't really see it. The camera's not picking it up. This is old. These sheets are huge. Those are big sheets, and they wouldn't fit in my pan, so I cut them in half. So I may regret that, but I cut them in half so they'd fit in my pan. I just got two of them, two big sheets like that. So I probably won't. I'll probably cut these down, but yeah, it's a process. My process that I use, it's a process. In fact, I think I might try that. I know. Let me see if I got some paper. Yeah, I got those foiled pans, the cookie sheets from Dollar Tree, and that's what I put them on the first time. And look, see the little dots on there? I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so neat. And at first I was like, oh no, it's ruined. But I'm like, no, it's not. It just gives it a little bit more character. That was an old book page I dyed. So I thought that was kind of neat. So I still got those pans if I want that effect on my other, but this time I'm like, okay, I'm not going to have any lines or anything. I mean, I'm like you, Billy. I think the lines give it character. And like, yeah. And, I don't think there's any imperfections in crafting. Like I said, it's all in, some people say, oh, that's ruined. That's got lines on it. But it's really not. It's, yeah, you're right, Nana. You're right. And I think, and it's art. I think it's a form of art. So it's all in the eye of the beholder. Somebody would say, "Oh, that's ugly," and other people say, "No, it's not. That's beautiful." Like, I was amazed when I watched your tea dye, and I'm like, "Is that how they get the effect of old paper?" And then when I was inking the edges of my paper one time, my daughter was watching me, and she goes, "Oh, that's how you do it." I'm like, ah. It's neat, all the little tricks and stuff you can do to make papers look old, and it's really neat. I'm learning a lot. I just fell in love with junk journaling, and I've only been doing it probably about a year and a half now. And like I said, I started off with just crafts, and I got on YouTube, and I was looking at crafts, and it says crafts from the Dollar Tree, make crafts that your craft supplies only cost $1. And I'm like, hey, that's right up my alley. Yeah, I hadn't either till I started junk journaling. Well, I think I had heard of, I can't remember if I heard of it or not, but it's very common in the junk journal community. But yeah, I started off with crafts from, you get your supplies from the Dollar Tree, and I go, that's right up my alley. That's right in my budget. So yeah, and you could go hog wild at Dollar Tree. Oh, I'll get this. It's only $1. I get this. I get this. You get up to the register, it's $30 or $40. So, but yeah, and then I got this one saying off of Facebook or something. It says, I'm crafty-ish. I buy craft supplies, but I don't always use the said craft supplies. And my daughter said, that's you to a T, Mom. That's you. I still have a lot of craft stuff that I could make stuff with, but I haven't went overboard. Well, I started when we were coming with COVID. I'm going to be stuck home. I mean, I don't go out that much or anything, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to be stuck home. What am I going to do? So I started crafting, and thank you, Gigi. I think it is too. I think, yeah, those papers are really pretty. So I started crafting, and then I don't know, one day I got on YouTube, and you fall in that YouTube hole, and I started watching ladies junk journal ladies, and I was hooked. I'm like, oh, I can make that, and I tried, and it was awesome. Like I said, I was hooked, and I'm like, oh, I want to make more of these, and I want to make more of these. I started out with, I don't have it anymore because I gave it away, but uh, I can't read. Nope, my first one was with a windowed envelope like this, and you Mod Podged a napkin on here, a really pretty napkin design, and you left this open or cut that out, and then this was the front of your journal, and this was and it was an envelope of this size. It only had one window in it, and then you sewed your, you put your signatures in here, and yeah, it is, Billy. You're right. It is. So then, then you you can cut a little slit up here, and I put like a bookmark up to the top here, and that was my first journal, and I'm like, oh wow, that was really fun and easy, and I want to make more. So I made like 3 or 4 of those. I think they're called Travelers. Hey Lou, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. I think they're called Travelers Notebooks, but I just made them like I watched Natasha, and I just made them like her. And then I made a big one out of a big envelope, and you do that the same. This would be your front, and I Mod Podged a napkin, a really pretty napkin over there, and you let that dry, and then you put it down under some heavy books, and I went from there. Hi, Holy. Welcome in. Yeah, so yeah, from I think day one, from the first time I made a junk journal out of that envelope, I was hooked. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be, and it was a bonus because you're recycling. You're not throwing these in the trash. You're recycling, and I never was. I've told this before, but I never was a big recycler. The recycle, reuse, whatever the 3 R's were, I'm like, that's too much work. But I'm like, this is awesome. And I even have my mom saving envelopes. And then I'm like, okay, that's enough. I got two. And this is just like me saving envelopes. And I still got a big thing full of envelopes. I need to organize my stuff. Yes, their flower seeds and vegetable seeds are awesome, Mark. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those at Dollar Tree. Um, yeah, so yeah, this let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, there's just 13 right here, and I have more up here in another thing, and then I have some in a, a it's like a file folder thing, and you can put 10 or 12 file folder things in there, and then it's a plastic. I got more in there. So I have plenty of windowed envelopes. One lady asked me if thank you, Holy. Yeah, I can use old magazines. Um, One lady asked me, it was the lady that gives massages. She goes, "How about old greeting cards?" And I go, "Yeah." Um, she said, "I get so many in the mail. Like, I know if you donate here in Illinois, if you donate to the wounded veterans or something like that, they'll send you like they send you stationery and envelopes and your address, your return address." And she said they're always getting, different greeting cards like that. And I know the Children's Hospital in Illinois does that and something else. And they just send them to you for like a thank you gift for donating or whatever. So I'm looking forward. She's going to bring greeting cards in. And I have a lady that works back in radiology, and she's always throwing cards away. And last year she threw a bunch away, and I'm like, no. And envelopes, like if you have greeting cards and you don't use envelopes, yeah, just like your regular. I like gardening magazines, Holy, and not so much like people because I don't like to put people in my, like if it's an old picture like the 20s or 30s, yeah, I could use that. But like movie stars and stuff, I don't like to do that. But like pretty backgrounds, calendars. I got a couple old calendars. I'm going to do stuff because really pretty pictures on calendars, and you can do stuff. That Natasha puts the tea dyed papers on the back of hers. And one she got like a letter fold. You fold it 3 times, and then she glued the tea dye paper on the back of the picture, and then she letter folded it 3 times, like you do a letter. And sorry, I'm glitching, guys. My Wi-Fi it's unstable. It says my connection is unstable. So I only got about 15 more minutes. Um, so yeah, and then she stitched around the outside of it, and she goes, tuck these in a journal. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just an extra journaling spot you have. Sorry about my Wi-Fi, guys. Sorry, I'm messaging my daughter. Well, I'm messaging a friend, not my daughter. Sorry about that. I don't know what the deal was. If maybe my daughter's doing something. I don't know. It shouldn't be like that though. It never. Okay, Billy. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Don't forget, if you can, come back next Saturday. I'm having my 1 year anniversary party. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you, Holy. Look here, I'm almost been on for almost 2 hours and we haven't even played a game. Next week we'll play a game. I got a I got a couple games in mind. Um they're new games. I got one out of this old this old book. It's called I was looking at this last Sunday on my leisure time. It's called In a Nutshell, and it has like one sentence, and you're supposed to identify the TV series from the one sentence description. So I'm like, that's kind of neat. And some of these, I'm like, I never heard of those. This is well, I got the copyright 1982, so that's not too terribly old. But these pages, they really aged. I don't know. Maybe somebody had it in the sun or stored it in the sun, but these pages they're like a caramel color. So thanks, Gigi. I enjoy. I don't know. I'm a history and trivia buff. I mean, some trivia I don't know, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a bad host. If you all don't have each other, go ahead and grab each other, go over to their channels and grab your links up, and we can become a big happy family here. I should announce that more. So yeah, I'm a history buff and I like trivia, but like some of like the Trivial Pursuit um, questions, I don't know. And I had one. I'll have to go back. I did a thing on the Grammys this week. One of my history videos. Um, and it was about the Grammys, and I'm gonna get that. That's gonna be a special question next week. So let me see. I'll give you guys a heads up in here. Um, I'm looking on my phone. I'm recording from my. Oh, thank you, Nana. Um, let's see. Okay. On Thursday's video, there's my Thursday history video. The 23rd was a um in the video there was a thing that said it'd be a great trivia question. So I'm going to ask that trivia question next week on my live, and whoever gets it right can maybe win a special prize or something. I'll have to make I'll have to make a video about that. I just thought of that. Let me write that down. I'm gonna have prizes, and we're gonna have games. I'm gonna have games over there on my live next week, and giveaways, and I'm really excited about it. I can't wait. Cece will be back with me. Thank you, Lulu. I try to do that in all the lives that I go into. I used to forget all the time in Dana's, and then somebody would say something. I'm like, oh, I got to go back. But anymore, I do that first, and then I get in the chat. Just making a note here so I don't forget. I got to make that, make a video. What's everybody having for dinner, or what are you going to have? I haven't had dinner yet. I'm thinking about Chinese. I don't know. I have to ask my youngest daughter's here. Something very rare. She had the day off, and I might ask her what she's. Dang, it still says my connection is weak, unstable. It says I need to try plugging it into my router or move closer. I'm not going to move closer because it's out in my. I didn't know how the live was going to be tonight without Cece, but I think I did pretty good. I asked my youngest to come join me, and she said no. Sorry about that clicking noise. I have my laptop on a box, so it'll be high enough. Hey, Miss Chocolate. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you love it. I'm so glad you love it. I think it got there pretty fast. I thought that was a pretty fast delivery for when I got it out. Yes, Miss Chocolate was one that bought my journal, one of my journals, and my manager bought another one. And if anybody be interested, I still have this one for sale. I'm gonna it's just like this one, Holy, but the front is different. It's got a really pretty flower on it. And yeah, I've sold 2 already, Holy. So the one lady I worked with, she said, Colleen, you definitely got, she was telling me about a lady antique shop she went to, And this lady she said a front and a back to the journal, and she said she only had two papers on the inside, and she had a binder in it. And she said she wanted $75 for it. I was like, what? And she took a couple pictures, but I really couldn't see the journal. And I was like, $75. And she said, you definitely got a business, Colleen. You could definitely sell yours. And she said it was really dark. And in the picture, it was like a dark purple and like dark, like fall colors, and it was dark. I mean, I know people make Gothic style journals and stuff, but I was like, well, somebody will buy that for $75. And one lady I follow, Pam from the Paper Outpost, she sold her first journal for $95. And I'm like, wow. So yeah, Miss Chocolate's journals like this. It has this little signature in the front. And then it has these 3 envelopes. And then hers is a little bit different. Her waterfall tablet thing is a little bit shorter because I made this one, and the offcuts that I did from this, I had to cut off the paper for it to fit in here. I just put in her journal. So that's just a little bit different. Oh, what'd you have, Mark? Oh, thank you, Holy. I enjoy every journal I've done. I just enjoy. It's not work to me. It's kind of like therapeutic to me when I sit down at my craft table and start making it. I mean, or doing stuff for my journals. I could go on for hours. In fact, I have, and I've lost track of time. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's this late. I'm like, oh, I have to eat now, or oh, geez, I have to get up and go to the bathroom now. I just get so involved in it. But like, I don't know, I do that with a lot of stuff. I used to cross stitch, and now my eyes are bad. I can't do that anymore, but I would sit there for hours and cross stitch. And yeah, I crochet I've tried, and I can't get it. I can't get the gist of crocheting. And now I know, and junk journals take a lot of time too, but I don't know. I just don't have the patience to sit down and do crocheting. But yeah, I just get wrapped up in it. And like I said, I can go for hours and hours, and I'm in my craft room, and I have my drapes. Well, the winter time, in the summertime, I'll probably have my window open. And, but the drapes are pulling, and I got my light on. I don't even know if it's dark or light outside. I know it's dark now, but, all right, gang, I'm going to wrap up here in about a minute or so. Thank each and every one of you for coming in my live tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for keeping my chat going. And thanks for coming in here, Holy and Wolf and God's Girl and Miss Chocolate and Billy. And this is ZZTV. Ooh, Chili's. That's a good restaurant, Mark. Thank you, Mark, for coming in. There was one that I don't usually have come in, but thank you. Thank you all for coming in. Have a blessed night. Go to a church of your choice tomorrow. Worship our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. You all have a blessed week, and I'll see you next Saturday for my 1-year anniversary party. Bye, everybody. Love ya. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.